White House is again under the attack. Last night, another round of gunfire suddenly erupted outside the White House, one of the most heavily protected places on Earth. At around 6 p.m., a man suddenly appeared near the intersection of 17th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest. The place is closest to the White House perimeter, and just after that, security checkpoint starts. According to officials, the man first started removing arms from his bag and then began shooting directly at officers present on the checkpoint. At that time, President Trump and other officials were also present inside the White House, and if the shooter had crossed this checkpost, the consequences could have been different. However, Secret Service agents immediately responded and returned fire towards the suspect. As shots rang out, journalists covering the White House nearby were suddenly rushed into briefing rooms and told to shelter in place. Witnesses reported hearing dozens of gunshots as security teams moved rapidly across the area. The suspect was struck during the exchange of gunfire and later died after being transported to a hospital. Now investigators are piecing together what exactly happened, why the shooter opened fire, and whether the White House itself was the intended target.
That President Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
I was outside of these doors on the North Lawn getting ready to tape something for your show when myself and my cameraman, John, we heard what sounded like 20 to 30 shots. At first, we looked at each other and paused and said, "What was that?" And we actually have that on video. Watch this. What is that? What is that?
Sounds like fire.
Today, but this obviously comes just a couple of weeks after a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Center.
Now, Jose, I ended up running after that happened. I saw a Secret Service agent come out of the security booth, guns drawn, telling all of us, the few of us who were out there, to run inside the press briefing room. You could see the White House is on lockdown. There's a Secret Service agent standing outside of the doors to the press briefing room with a gun. Again, it is unclear what happened, the current condition of the gunman, but clearly the White House reacted swiftly. Secret Service locking down this building. It has been less than a month, Jose, since the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting happened, and of course the White House is on high alert.
Republican support on Capitol Hill is weakening.
There's shots fired. You have to get down. Shots fired. You are going down.
Our perspective here on the North Lawn of the White House. I'll pause so maybe you can hear part of this. The gunshots there. We heard what appeared to be dozens of gunshots. Now, we don't know how much of that may have come from the suspect and how much of that was return fire from Secret Service. But in this moment, we heard gunshot after gunshot, what almost sounded like fireworks at first until it was clear that was not the case. Now, Secret Service rushed reporters off of the North Lawn from here where I'm speaking to you now.
President Trump promises the prices will go down, but his grip on Republican support on Capitol Hill is weakening.